السلام عليكم، يعطيكم العافية. شلونكم؟ تمام؟ اليوم يوم جديد، واليوم أي يوم؟ يوم الخميس. إيه زين، بما أن يوم الخميس يوم وناسة، زين، راح يصير في عندنا تمارين بسيطة عشان إحنا نستانس أكثر. راح نعرف إن إحنا نعرف نكتب. إحنا نعرف شنو نكتب. إحنا نعرف شنو نعرف نكتب. صح، إحنا كلنا شطار ونعرف نكتب. زين، بهذه الحالة خلينا نشوف احنا عندنا شنو راح نسوي قبل نسوي شيء. hello، مو hello to you. hello شو نرد؟ hello، صح شطار. how are you؟ fine thank you. how are you؟ fine thank you. my name is teacher Ali. what is your name؟ my name is teacher Ali. what is your name؟ your name is محمد أحمد عبد الله. زين، عشان قلنا what is your name. زين، how old are you؟ I am 38 years old. How old are you؟ I am 30 years old. 30 years 38 years old. Yeah, 38 years old. I'm 38 years old. How old are you؟ 8 years, 5 years, 6 years. Good boys. زين. فهذا أول شيء نبلش احنا الدرس بهذا. شلونكم؟ شو أخباركم؟ شو مسوين؟ زين. حلينا ولا ما حلينا؟ قاعد نكتب ولا ما قاعد نكتب؟ احنا اسمنا الطلاب اللي نعرف نكتب. احنا احسن كتاب، قراء وكتاب، باللغة الإنجليزية وباللغة العربية وبكل اللغات. بس بالإنجليزي التحدي أقوى، لأن ما حد يتكلم معك إنجليزي إلا أنا. So it is a big challenge to learn English. Okay? So let's go now and see what we have today. So see, I choose for you this step by step we are growing up. خطوة بخطوة احنا قاعد نكبر and we reach to our goals. Our goals is to be the best reader ever. Everybody open the book. Page 21. Page 21. زين. Let's meet our new friend. أنا راح أقرأ وأنتوا تابعوا معي. Hello, I am Jason. And this is my sister, Selma. I'm 9 years old. زين. We live in Kuwait. Ali and Haya are our friends. Ali and Haya are our friends. Hello, I am Selma. I am 8. I come from Kuwait. Jason is my brother. There is an email from Ali and Haya. إذن نروح الحين نقرأ الإيميل. شوف from Ali at kuwait.com to Jason at kuwait.com. إذن subject a new friend. A new friend. إيش معنى كلمة new؟ إيش معنى كلمة new؟ new يعني جديد. dear. إيش معنى كلمة dear؟ يعني عزيزي. dear عزيزي. إذن dear Jason عزيزي جاسم. A parrot lives with us now. A parrot lives with us now. Her name is Polly. She is our friend. She is our friend. She منو؟ اللي هي البارot اسمها بولي. زين، هي حيوان المفروض يقول ات، بس ليش سموها شي؟ لأن تفكر وتتكلم نفس البشر. Polly likes shopping. Polly likes shopping. كاسكو ويحب يتشرى وايد. likes shopping. This morning we went to Salmiya. Polly bought ايش معناتها؟ شرت. ايش معنى شنو الكلمة الأصلية من bought؟ buy الماضي bought. Polly bought a very big necklace. ايش معنى كلمة necklace يعني القلادة. القلادة. It is pink يعني لونها كان pink. زين، ايش معنى كلمة bought اللي هي كلمة buy، ماضي كلمة buy. bought شراء. regard علي. زين، هذا الإيميل نبلش بدير اللي هو دير أحمد جاسم علي. ننهي بكلمة regard يعني مع خالص ثمانيات أو مع حرف ثمانيات. زين. What does the underlying word refer to؟ شنو كلمة اللي هو new؟ تابع حق منه؟ حق منه new؟ قصدم عن منه؟ قصدم عن the parrot new اللي هو the parrot new friend منه؟ النيو friend عندهم اللي هو البارot new friend. زين. underline الثاني اللي هو شي تابع حق منه؟ حق بولي اللي هو البارت مرة ثانية سموها شي. زين. بوت منو شرى؟ بولي. النكلس مالت منو؟ مالتها بعد بولي. زين. Where did علي and هيا go this morning؟ علي وهيا وين راحوا؟ لما راحوا ويا الكاسكو تذكرون لما درسنا درس الطاف وين راحوا؟ They went to سالمية. شوف this morning حتى كاتب this morning. Where did Ali and Haya go this morning? This morning we went to Salmiya. Where did Ali and Haya go this morning? نحدد نغير الفعل من كلمة went إلى go لأن ليش في did يشفط الكلمة يردها اسمها كامل. فتصير did go. زين. Where did they go? They went to Salmiya. زين. What did Polly buy? شنو شرى الكاسكو؟ البولي شنو شرت نكلس. شنو شرت نكلس. شطار. زين. This is about the page 21. We'll go again for the grammar there is and there are. زين. هني هذا صوفة. حط له there is a sofa ولا there are a sofas. هي شنو a sofa ما في a sofas. a sofa. زين. كم بنانا؟ 3 bananas. فنقول this is banana or there are banana. من هنا يبين معانا there is حق منو و there are حق منو. زين. sandwich صمونة وحدة فنقول there is a sandwich ولا there are a sandwich. جاوبها. bird there are ولا there is. والتيبل لابتوب وكذي ننزل لتحت. اوكي. فنجاوب الأسئلة كذي. وخليني أحط لكم فيديو عن there is there are قبل ما نروح حق شيء ثاني أساس نتذكر.
How many lions are there? How many lions are there?
There is one lion. There is one lion.
How many tigers are there? How many tigers are there?
There are 2 tigers. There are 2 tigers.
How many elephants are there? How many elephants are there?
There are 11 elephants. There are 11 elephants.
How many monkeys are there? How many monkeys are there?
There are 12 monkeys. There are 12 monkeys.
How many snakes are there? How many snakes are there?
There are 17 snakes. There are 17 snakes.
How many zebras are there? How many zebras are there?
There are 20 zebras. There are 20 zebras.
تعلمنا الحين how many. فالجواب هو يا there is يا are. زين. احنا اليوم بما ان الخميس نفس ما قلت لكم نبي نتعلم احنا على الكتابة. طبعا هاو مني وايد حلوة. زين، تعلمني شلون انا اكتب الجملة عدل وشلون اجاوب عليها. زين، عندي لكم التمرين هذا وايد بسيط. I can write، انا اقدر اكتب صح اكيد. What's the order؟ أبيكم تسووا لي الجمل هذه بأوردر. مثلا شوف كلمة الحين I breakfast have، فشنو صارت؟ I have breakfast. I have breakfast. حلو. هني في عندي كلمة watch I television، فنرتب الجملة هذه ونحطها هني. watch I television، فش تصير؟ تحطها تصير I watch television. زين، lunch have I، lunch have I. زين، بعد ما نكتب الجمل هذه نخلصها هني. زين، نروح على تحت. أبيكم تكتبوا لي يوميتكم. يعني شنو يوميتكم؟ تحط لي الساعة مثلا الساعة 10 الصبح I have breakfast. تحط لي الساعة مثلا 11 I watch TV. تحط لي الساعة 12 I eat my lunch. أبيكم شي تكتبوا لي اليومية مالتكم شنو صارت بالضبط. هم كم جملة؟ 7 جمل. وهن كم جملة؟ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. شفت 7 جمل. ترتب لي إياهم هني بطريقتك أنت وتحط لي الساعة اللي أنت فيها. هذه بدايتنا في الكتابة. جملة 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 جملة، بس نعرف إن إحنا ليش قاعد نكتب جمل ووين قاعد تصير الجمل. فشخص سوى شيء بوقت معين. زين، الوقت قاعد نحطه قاعد نقول نسوي شي سوي شي سوي كذي. نكتب هذا عشان شوي 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 نبلش نكتب الجمل الثانية. أحطكم تذكير مرة ثانية خطوات الجمل شلون تنكتب وشلون نحلها.
Children's songs make your brain and body strong. When you read, when you write, there are 6 questions to keep in mind. When you read, when you write, there are 6 questions to keep in mind. Who, what, when, where, how, and why. Who, what, when, where, how, and why. Who, what, when, where, how, and why. These are 6 questions to keep in mind. Who is the story about? What happened and what went down? When is the time or date? Where does the story take place? How did things happen and work out? Why did it all come about? When you read, when you write, there are 6 questions to keep in mind. When you read, when you write, there are 6 questions to keep in mind. Who, what, when, where, how, and why. Who, what, when, where, how, and why. Who, what, when, where, how, and why. These are 6 questions to keep in mind. Who is the story about? What happened and what went down? When is the time or date? Where does the story take place? How did things happen and work out? Why did it all come about? Who, what, when, where, how, and why. These are 6 questions to keep in mind.
دائما لما
If
نكتب
you
أي
like this
جملة،
video, be sure to give it a thumbs up.
لما نكتب احنا أي جمل أي قصة نبي نكتب عنها أو أي كتابة نبي نكتبها لازم ندير بالنا ونحط بالنا الشغلات هذه. زين، هذه قواعد وايد مهمة نبي نتعلمها بخصوص الكتابة.
Hello friends. Today we're going to be looking at writing good sentences. And I know that at the end of it, you'll be able to say, I can write a complete sentence. What does a good sentence need? Sentences begin with a capital letter. Sentences have spaces between the words. Sentences have end marks. And Sentences need to make sense. When you have all four of those things, you will have written a good sentence. Let's look at this sentence. It says, Savannah and Kylie saw a bird on a tree stump. That sounds like a good sentence. It makes sense. It has spaces between the words, and it ends with an end mark. Do you notice anything that's wrong? Yes, you're right. Savannah needed to have a capital letter. Let's look at this next sentence. It says, Jude and Miles try to catch the bluebird. Well, that sounds like fun, and that sentence makes sense. Do you notice what needs to be changed? You're right. Jude needed to have a capital letter. Both of these sentences remind us that sentences begin with a capital letter. Let's look at this sentence. Clover and Liam found a caterpillar. Who found a caterpillar? That's a very big name, Clover and Liam. I think that we need some spaces between those words. That's so much better. Clover and Liam found a caterpillar. This sentence reminds us that sentences have spaces between words. This sentence says, Rowan collected the recycling with Tenna. That one starts with a capital letter. It has spaces between the words, and it makes sense. Do you notice anything that's wrong? Oh, you saw it. You're right. It needed a period at the end of the sentence. This sentence reminds us that sentences have end marks. Let's look at this sentence. It says, Mirabelle and Isabella flowers. What? Mirabelle and Isabella flowers? Oh dear. That didn't make sense. Let's look at this sentence. Mirabelle and Isabella planted flowers. That is so much better. That sentence did not make sense because it didn't have a verb. We didn't know what Mirabelle and Isabella did. Sentences need to make sense. Let's look at this sentence. It says Katie and Vivian in their garden. Oh dear. There's a lot of problems with this sentence. Can you find? You're right. The sentence needs to start with a capital letter. Is there anything else that's wrong? Yes, and Vivian needs to be separated. Those are two words, and we need spaces between the words. Oh, look at that. I forgot to put a period at the end of the sentence, too. But even if we changed all those things, we would still need to add a verb because this does not make sense. Katie and Vivian in their garden. We need to add a verb right there. Let's look at this improved sentence. Katie and Vivian plant seeds in their garden. That is much better. Let's look at this last sentence. It says, Levi, Grace, and Rylan fly their kites with Ella. That made sense. And it looks like there are spaces between all of the words. Do you notice what needs to be changed? You're right. Levi needed a capital letter because one, it's his name, and two, it's at the beginning of the sentence. Is our sentence fine now? No, it needed a period at the end. This sentence reminds us that sentences start with a capital letter and sentences have end marks. What does a good sentence need? Sentences begin with a capital letter. Sentences have spaces between the words. Sentences have end marks. And sentences need to make sense. If you do all those things, do you know what you'll have? A good sentence! And you will be able to say, I can write complete sentences. And I know that you're going to be able to do that because you are a wonderful author.
شوف نسمع قلنا لكم أنتم تعتبرون صح صراحة أنتم تعتبرون كتاب كبار كتاب فاهمين ومن أحسن الكتاب في الكويت وبالعالم كله بعد مو بس الكويت. أنا أثق فيكم وأعرفكم وأعرف أنتم إيش كثر شطار وإيش كثر أنتم تحبون تكتبون تقرون وتدرسون. أساس كذي أنا دائما أمدحكم ودائما أحبكم. خلصنا درسنا اليوم يوم الخميس في هومورك راح ينزل لكم إن شاء الله. هومورك بسيط زين بس هم بعد لا تنسون تمرينات. نبي نكتب هالسنة نبي نصير شطار نبي نوري الإدارة إن إحنا نقدر نكتب وإن إحنا الصف الوحيد الشاطر اللي نقدر نسوي كل هذا. يعطيكم العافية وأشوفكم إن شاء الله الأسبوع الجاي.